Kiss! Alright, second term. That's all for today. See you tomorrow, everyone. Saving. Classes always feel really long after summer vacation. I think I'll go home and sleep. I'm going to go home, Ryota. Want to come with? Huh?
Uh-oh.
Ryota isn't at his desk. Uh-oh.
Oh god, it's beginning.
It's beginning.
It's time to fulfill the motherfucking promise.
Hang on to...
Are we really prepared for this?
I actually don't think we're really actually prepared for this.
We'd never be prepared for this.
Hold on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Ryota isn't at his desk. He's always slow, so I don't think he packed up and went home. Sensei! Sensei, 待ってください! Hello, Tasaka-san. Oh, what is it? Do you know where Ryota went? I don't think I've seen him since homeroom. He went to the infirmary earlier. I think he wasn't feeling well. He had a stomachache? Could be. Maybe you should go check on him if you weren't going somewhere else. I will! I'm late! And so it starts. Welcome, my friends, to Hurtful Boyfriend.
Yoda.
We now hand over the main character status to Ryota. Ryota is our main character now. What has become of Hiyoko? We will see. The only reason I know this much is because I have actually been playing this very, very slowly through IGG.
We never actually finished the Hurtful Boyfriend route.
So, I don't know how this ends, and I certainly don't understand all of the story yet. But it does supposedly tie everybody else's backstories in as well.
Indeed.
And it better explain what's up with Sensei, because... Okay, anyway, let us continue. I'm late. I've been slow getting up before, but I've never slept through my alarm like this. Maybe I'm not getting enough sleep. Anyway, gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. Be careful not to fall off here. No.
God damn it.
I'm sorry. This is not the time to be making jokes.
Sorry I'm late. Ohayou gozaimasu, Kawada-san. We were just about to sit down. Late on the second day? As expected of a pharaoh.
Again, fuck you, Sakia.
Now. Sensei, where's Hiyoko? Isn't she here? Apparently not. No wonder her kind died off. Ouch, that hurts, Sakia.
Jesus Christ, so racist, Sakia.
Where are you, Hiyoko? Usually you'd be here early. You were late yesterday and now this. I think we can start homely now. Today we'll do a little review on the history of birdkind. Okay, are you ready? This is the backstory of birdkind.
Backstory?
You wait until now to teach that? What a pathetic country. Of course, everyone learned it years ago, but it's required for the second day of the semester. Back when we birds were still beasts and pets, a virus known as AH5N1 appeared. At first, it only infected birds, but it underwent a mutation and spread to humans. abounds. This mutated strain was highly infectious and had an extremely high mortality rate. It became clear that it posed a threat to the survival of the human species. So the humans engineered a powerful virus to cull birds and prevent H5N1 from becoming pandemic. In hindsight, it seems foolhardy and rash, but the world leaders of the time saw no better option. Except the new virus didn't work. Infected birds didn't die. Rather, their brains grew in size and power, starting with doves. That's why doves make up the majority of professionally qualified workers today. Other birds, including quails like me, are still adapting to social life. Incidentally, I heard that the first puffin in history to hold a governorship was elected last month. Even kakapoos, who were once close to extinction, can now be toilet trained. And as you all know, the Prime Minister of Japan is a shoebill. Anyway, the development of social intelligence in birds had a huge impact on their predators, which leads me to the next point. Since their gambit failed, humans were left defenseless to AH5N1. Most died out. The few that are left now live peacefully with birds, though in the past there were large conflicts. That's the bell. We'll vote on student council members in the second period, so be on time. Never came. I hope she's okay. Maybe I should try calling her. With your pigeon feet.
Wing fingers.
Kawada-kun, do you have a minute? Sure. We're supposed to get our print boxes today. Would you mind picking ours up? Our print box? Yep. It has all the handouts and everything, since we don't have a council yet. Okay, it's in the faculty room, right? That's right. If you could have it back here before the second period, please. Print box, print box. Inside the faculty office is a stack of cardboard boxes. These must be the ones. This one, maybe? I pick up the box marked 2-3. It's awfully heavy. I guess paper isn't exactly light when there's this much of it. Oh, thank you. You were okay by yourself? It was a little heavier than I expected. But I was fine. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna cram the rest of this cookie in my face before we continue.
Man, I could go for a cookie.
I definitely remember the pictures for the history of birds looking different than the original.
Yeah, God, man, I haven't seen the original version of this in an age. I should burp through that once.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's take a look inside then, just to make sure everything's there. Did you cut your wing, Kawada-kun? Cut my... I don't think so. It's bleeding. It is. Did I scratch myself on something? It doesn't hurt at all. No, this isn't my blood. What is that? There's blood leaking through a corner of the box. I feel sick, but I reach out and open the lid anyway. Inside the box is a human head. The eyes are glassy, but even like this, I still recognize her. She wasn't late. She was here all along. It can't. First class. What? Look away, Kawada-kun. Looking will only hurt you. Emergency alert! Emergency alert! We have entered a state of emergency. All students please evacuate to the gymnasium. Repeat, we have entered. Cool? What is happening? Why is everything red? I don't know. Until we know what's going on, there's nothing to do but to follow instructions. What are you spacing out for, Kawada? Come on! Yeah. I don't want to leave Hiyoko here alone. Get up! She's gone! That thing is no longer Tosaka. It can't be. Come! By the time we arrived, the gym was already crowded with students and teachers. No one seems to know what's going on, though. The gym echoes with whispered speculation. Hey, did you see the box? Yeah, you had that too? Yeah, well, the class rep opened it and I didn't see, but apparently there was a human arm in it. Horse had half a leg. It was really gross. From the snatches of conversation I hear, it sounds like all the print boxes had pieces of a human corpse in them. Were they all pieces of Hiyoko, I wonder? Nobody seems particularly concerned. Which isn't all that odd. It was grotesque, but it's not like it was a dead bird. Just some primate. Nanaki, this isn't some idiotic disaster drill, is it? We're not supposed to have one until next month. Do you suppose it has something to do with that distasteful box? That was definitely Tosaka's. Why won't someone explain this ridiculous state of affairs already? Yeah, someone. Tell me what's going on. This is a bad dream, right? Someone wake me up. Someone. Mino. Is everyone here? This is Ichijo Mino, the headmaster. The headmaster? It seems we have all gathered together without panic or noise. Excellent. Unfortunately, there has been a natural disaster outside. This school is a designated evacuation site, so please remain here a little longer. Natural disaster? Nonsense. The weather is perfectly clear. Cool. Oko-san felt no earthquakes. It's not like we're anywhere near a volcano or anything. I demand an explanation, Headmaster. Just what is going on outside? Does this have something to do with Tosaka Hiyoko? Why have you brought us here? I repeat, there has been no imbecile. gymnasium erupts in whispered discussion once more. Well, that changed nothing. I still have no idea what's going on. Are you alright, Kawara-kun? No, yes, I am. This could prove to be a very bad day for us all. Could prove to be. It already is. Cool. Mr. Nanaki, Hiyoko is missing. Cool, she must have run off somewhere. Oko-san will go look for her. Son, no, she's... Son is an older breed, much closer to pigeons of the human era. Maybe he doesn't understand the concept of death. Trying to explain would only hurt myself. The headmaster has proven entirely unhelpful. What should we do, Nanaki? Well, we can't exactly carry on with class. I agree with Sam. Let's go get Hiyoko. Calm yourself, Kawada. To relinquish your sanity during a state of emergency is suicide. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Sensei, we can't just leave her like that. May I go back to the classroom just once? Well, the principal did ask us to remain here, but he didn't say we could leave the gym now. He didn't say we couldn't leave the gym, now did he? I'm coming with you. As president of the student council, I have a responsibility to get to the bottom of this. Arigato, Sakuya. Do not flatter yourself. I'm not doing this for you. Tosaka was... Tosaka was a foolish loud, and had no manners or sense. But she never deserved anything like this. I swear, by my blood and name as a labelle, I will find the one who did this. You shall be my assistant. Come, Kawada. Oh. And so I exited the gymnasium in Sakuya's majestic wake. I want to know what happened to Hiyoko. Who did that to her? And why? Can the evacuation possibly have nothing to do with her? Why wouldn't the headmaster explain anything? My head was a raging whirlpool of questions and no answers, and I did not yet know what we would find. What is this? A wall. A huge gray. What had been a clear autumn sky is now blocked off by dull gray. It's dark, almost like the sun has already gone down. A dome, rather. We appear to be shut in from above as well. When did they do this? And how? I don't think any of us was in full command of his faculties as we came this way. We can be certain that it wasn't already there. We can't be certain that it wasn't already there. It does seem most likely that it was put in place while we all were in the gymnasium listening to the headmaster, though. He did say there was a natural disaster. Maybe this is some sort of shield? A disaster so destructive there's nothing to be done but hide under an enormous gray blanket and wait? Maybe they didn't give the headmaster the details to avoid causing a panic? If that were the case, they would be robbing us of our right to know why our very lives are in danger. Is this really a shelter? Is there really a natural disaster? Either way, we don't know if there's a connection between what happened to Hiyoko and all of this. Let's go to the classroom and then tell Miss Nanaki-sensei about the dome thing. Very well. Okay, just pausing just for a second. I'll be right back. Okay. But yes. So
Yes.
We are dead. The school is under a state of emergency. And mystery abounds. Welcome to Hurtful Boyfriend.
It's a sad thing, cuckoo.
Okay, be right back. Okay, I'm back again.
Welcome back.
I stuck my head in the freezer for a bit. Because why not?
It's hot as hell.
Okay, let us continue. Looks like the other classes left theirs as they were as well. They're at the teachers' desks. Is everybody else planning to stay in the gym? Japan is a country full of fools who have grown lazy through too much peace. I doubt anyone has dared take it upon themselves to investigate this matter. Or here. Yulia has, I'm sure. Yulia. Save us. The box is still where I left it. Inside us. I can't. Sakya, gome. Could you? No matter. And there, welcome back.
And there,
you missed the beginning of Hurtful Boyfriend. Oh my God.
You missed the beginning of the backstory and the promise fulfilling, and oh God, help.
So we decided to fulfill the promise. I'll do a quick run through. We decided to fulfill the promise. We went through most, like maybe half of the term normally, and then Hiyoko went missing. We switched over to Ryota as our main narrator, and then we found that Hiyoko's head was in a box.
She was deed.
She was dead. She was deed. And then the principal declared a state of emergency, and there's a giant dome around the building. He claims that there's a natural disaster, but it's hard to say. And so now we are trapped within the school, and Ryota and Sakuya have taken it upon themselves to investigate what has happened to Hiyoko.
Because Ryota's ret, and he does not want to leave Hyoko's corpse scattered through the school.
Yes, because each classroom got a different piece of Hiyoko in a box. Oh, an error.
An error, no.
So yes, welcome to Hurtful Boyfriend. Also, also the backstory of bird kind. So basically, there's a virus called AHN51, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure.
Basically a souped-up version of bird flu.
Yes, a souped-up version of bird flu that they tried, that was mutated and started killing off humans at an incredible rate. They tried to counteract with a different virus in order to kill off birds so that humans wouldn't die, but that instead increased their brain power and intelligence to the point where birds became intelligent and most humans died off anyway. And this is why now most of society, it affected doves first, but it's slowly going to other birds. So this is why birds rule society now, and there are only a few humans left. This is our backstory for this game. This dumb game about dating pigeons.
Surprised! It was a post-apocalyptic universe the entire time.
Surprise! It had a ridiculous backstory this entire time, and now we are playing what could be the equivalent of a horror game.
Yeah, basically it turned into a horror game, because we're dead.
Yep. We're dead.
Also, Shuhil is the Prime Minister of Japan, just FYI.
You really like that, don't you?
I really do. That Shuhil is adorable.
Oh my god. Yep, that backstory. So now, let us continue and investigate.
Continuing on with Hurtful Boyfriend.
No matter.
Our class got Hyoko's head in a box.
Yep.
And some other class got her arm, and another one got a chunk of leg, and so forth.
So
basically,
yeah.
She was just divided up among the student body.
Among the student body,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Oh my god.
We shouldn't be laughing.
Oh my god, I'm a fucking monster.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Shit. Oh my god.
I need to be stopped.
That was... Wow. I mean, it would have gone over our heads, but I didn't point it out, so...
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'll show myself out.
Okay. What is this madness? There's nothing here. That can't be right. We left it right here. It's not like it got up and moved on its own, is it? Someone came and removed it while everyone was at the gym. This is life, not some third-rate mystery novel. God damn it. Exactly, Sakuya. Yuya! Come save us, secret agent boyfriend.
Boyfriend number 2, help.
Yuya. Zaru Ryota. I see you're babysitting Sakuya. Do not throw my name about like some cheap toy mongrel. How cruel. Well, I can't blame you for being tense, given the circumstances. I think you'd act like that regardless of the circumstances, Yuya. I am sorry about her. It pains me to think what happened. His expression clouds. It's strange. I've never seen him with any expression other than carefree cheerfulness before. You've known her for a long time, right? Do you know something about all this, Yuya? Well, most of this business is still a mystery to me, but I can at least answer the question we face right now. The whereabouts of the corpse, you mean? Sore. As you said, this isn't some third-rate mystery novel, even though I exist in this universe. Corpses don't disappear, and we won't be having a famous detective show up and find the culprit for us. What about you,
Already
Yuya?
here. Well, I guess he's technically a secret agent before he's a detective.
Yeah, true. Anyway, the other infirmary assistants and I gathered her up in the chemistry lab. The chemistry lab? What for? For one, well, we couldn't just leave her scattered throughout the school, if only for the mental health of the students. Secondly, for the autopsy. As you know, we have two things going on at once here. The only human in the school was cut up and distributed to the rest of the school, and now there's some natural disaster happening. I imagine you're wondering if there isn't a connection between the two. We are, but we haven't found anything. What would you know? I told you, this is all a mystery to me too. I suspect that we'll have an easier time investigating the murder as long as we're sealed in like this, though. The doctor should be proceeding with the autopsy now. Don't trust him.
No!
Why should he be doing the autopsy? Even if he is maybe the only doctor here. He is suspect like fucking #1.
He really is. But just Christ. I don't fucking know. Why would this be allowed?
It's kind of funny. When we first did this, since we jumped right into Hurtful Boyfriend, like, I had to get a grasp of characters through this.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a little difficult to gauge, like, what they're trying to hint at or not hint at through this.
Mm-hmm.
So now that I feel like we have a better handle, I'm like, is it going to be the obvious the doctor is totally nuts of psycho crazy, which he is, but... Or is there something else going on? And it's like...
It is a mystery.
It is a mystery. Oh man, I wish
and
it
Air,
was...
how many times are you going to make get ahead of yourself jokes? God damn it.
God damn it. The doctor? Why him? And of course Yota's like, nope. You don't trust him? Of course not.
As far as we can throw him.
I don't want to think about what he might do to her. He might even have... You suspect the doctor?
Yes.
Yes. Everybody knows he's a nutcase. He probably killed her for some crazy experiment. He is an expert in the field. God damn it. He is an expert in the field. Who else here could perform the autopsy? But... I know where you're coming from, Ryota. He's not exactly the most ethically minded bird around. That's why I asked Professor Nanaki-sensei to come too. He should be there by now, if you want to go make sure. Alright, we'll go later. So Hiyoko has been gathered in the chemistry lab, and the doctor and Nanaki-sensei are examining her now. Nanaki-sensei might not be the best witness, but he's better than no one, right? We know where the corpse went.
Conscious.
But why are you here? Why are you here? Me? I'm investigating. Under my own orders, of course. Playing detective, mongrel. That, and I have to make sure we didn't miss any pieces. Anyway, what are you two going to do now? Personally, I think the murder and the evacuation are almost certainly connected. I am inclined to agree. The headmaster's refusal to explain our situation makes me doubt his story in its entirety. Indeed. So, Ryota. Hi. I know how you feel. You want to find the one who did this to Hiyoko's-chan, and as soon as possible, right? Hi. Rest in pieces. Rest in fucking pieces.
God damn it.
Hiyoko. Gone for a moment, and suddenly she was turned into this. Who did that to her? I'll find them and I'm going to find the culprit and I've never felt this emotion before. And now I feel nothing else. When I find that bird, My thoughts exactly. Unfortunately, the school is a mess, and we won't find anything by chasing after her shadow. I think we should try to solve both mysteries at once, whenever possible. Of course, the wall could just be there because of some natural disaster. That's about all I have to say. We didn't need your advice from the start. You're nothing but talk anyway, mongrel. Arigato, Yuya. We'll do our best to help. Oh, and one other thing. You might want to talk to One in the maintenance office. Tell him I sent you. You mean that antisocial crocodile dandy everybody hates? Ooh, him. Don't worry, he's a good guy. He'll be able to help you, and you might find something useful in there. Well, that's it for the talking mongrel. Adieu. Yuya!
Yuya. Also, Jesus, Ryota, he's not as harsh as Ryoko was.
It seems to be a trend.
Two of them, goddamn.
He saunters off towards the staircase. What a dreadfully obnoxious man. I thought he'd never shut up. He gave us some good advice, right? We should be grateful. Anyway, I don't think we'll find anything else here. Indeed. Where should we head next? Oh, saving. I doubt we would go amiss by visiting the lab, the maintenance office, or by investigating the wall outside. Right. Let's go to the office first. Maybe this One guy will be able to help us. The maintenance office. In other words, the repairman's shop. I doubt we'll find anything useful there. Yulia said to go, right? I doubt the integrity of his advice. Jeez, is there anything to say about your own brother? You should be nicer to your family. Sorry, I took my glasses off for a second. My family? Do you mock me? That filthy-blooded mongrel is no relation to me. Whoa, calm down. I guess his elitism is still running business as usual. We don't have time to waste. We should hurry. The maintenance room is in the corner of the main building, on the ground floor, right? I really like this music, by the way. Sumimasen! Excuse us. What is this? This doesn't look very educational. The handyman pretty much lives in here, I think. A dove. And one more. Onesa. Hello. What are you doing here? Didn't you hear the alarm? I'm Ryota, and this is Sakuya. We got permission from our teacher to investigate the building. Didn't you hear the alarm? No panic, no noise, and no leaving. That's what I do here. Whoa, somehow he seems really cool. You mean you're too lazy to go to the gymnasium? Don't worry about me. You two go ahead and find your class there. No, we're not. Do you mean to interfere with us, wretched fool? Yuya said we should ask you for help. Sakazaki Yuya? Yes, him. We decided to honor his request by coming all the way over here. Oh, whoops, sorry. Yes, him. We decided to honor his request by coming all the way over here. Do you intend to stop us now? Sakuya, what the heck are your manners? Sorry. He transferred from overseas and his Japanese isn't too great. He certainly has more bark than I imagine he has bite. Very well. Come in. What did you say you gentlemen were investigating? Two things. The murder of Tosaka Hiyoko and the mysterious wall outside. You've been here the whole time, right? Do you know what he's talking about? Yes. I got an idea of it from Mr. Sakazaki-san. In other words, you know only what you have heard from that mongrel. Useless. I know plenty about the school itself, though. My job is to take care of the entire campus. Maybe you know what the big gray wall outside is, then? Turn the music down just a little bit for myself. Nope. Useless wretch! Sakuya, calm down. Though, I'm not sure there's anything we can learn here right now. Oh, wait! Onesa, Can we use your computer? Maybe we can find out what's going on outside. Sadly not. Everything's been cut off since this morning. Even the telephone wires say, this is too thorough. I can't think of any reason why they need to cut communication systems off. It was some sort of storm protection. This has been a wild goose chase then. A complete waste of time. Let us go, Kawada. Wait. I have a bright and massive piece of advice for you. Bright and massive? What? If you get stuck, try the headmaster's office. I've been almost everywhere in this school, but never there. You might be able to find something out about the wall if you check in there. Of course, the headmaster did not speak to us in person in the gym. If he was broadcasting from his office, then he might still be there. Asking him certainly seems like the best way to get some solid information. We should try that. If you need a break later on, feel free to come back in here and rest. Anyone Sakazaki-san sent is trustworthy. I'll get you some notes. If you find anything, you can come write it down. You never know what can happen in a situation like this, and you don't want to forget anything. Arigatou gozaimasu, One-san. We can come back here later. For now, we should check the lab, or the wall. After those two, we can try the headmaster's office. Go to... Wait. Saving. Here's our first break. We can choose which to go investigate first. Now, I don't know if this actually affects anything. Jenna?
I don't actually know. Like I said, like, I know the gist of things and the story and, you know, backstory, but I don't actually know this path very well.
Do they have a walkthrough for it?
No, because the walkthrough literally says that in the Steam version you can't fuck this up. We can't get killed in this version, but you could in the original, I guess.
I'm a little curious about the original now.
I know, right? Hey, we've got it, so
we actually do have the original, so maybe as a bonus at some
other time.
Yeah, maybe as a bonus later, I can show off what the original looked like.
Yeah.
It's mostly that the backgrounds ended up looking nicer. The bird picture's about the same.
Yeah, they're just a little crisper though. Like
Yeah.
they had worse outlining than the original.
Well,
But like yeah, backgrounds got updated and more things.
I'm for going to the lab.
You can't fuck up the path, basically. But yeah.
Can't get killed worst. Hey, we died before. It was a sad thing. Tweet.
Yeah, you can get killed if you don't romance a bird. And also, clearly, our main character is pretty fucking dead right now. So it's not like death is impossible, it's just we can't fuck this path up like we used to be able to. Because didn't we get fucked over on stream one year?
Gee, I don't actually remember. We might have turned the wrong way and got killed.
Yeah.
During something.
During things.
Anyway. I'm for going to the lab because fuck if we're going to leave Hyoko's body parts with the doctor any more than we need to.
Yeah, seriously. Priorities, man.
Go to the lab.
Let's do this thing.
Sumimasen! Oh god, that background. It's always been one of the gloomier parts of the school, but today the lab is downright depressing. Konnichiwa, Kawada-kun. Sensei, arigato for being with Hiyoko now. Of course. Sakazaki-kun came and asked me to come right after you two left the gym. He must have gone past us. How unfortunate. Yuya! Doing good in the shadows. Boyfriend number 2. The doctor is lining the pieces of Hyoko up on one of the lab benches. Must you glower at me so, Kawada-san? I'm not glowering at you. Do you disapprove of my handling of her? He gives me an evil smile. No, that's not it. I just wish we had a doctor who wasn't this malicious. Are you finding anything, Iwamine-sensei? Not yet, no. I only just finished assembling her. It will take some time. I will send word to you when I've finished. Perhaps you have something else to do while you wait. Very well. We shall not interfere. Come, Kawada. Right. Ah, Kawada-san. A moment, please. Hi. Allow me to give you a hint. A hint? You suspect me of foul play, do you not? In light of that, I shall leave it up to you whether you decide to believe me or not. Anyway, I think you have missed something very important. One might say that you have forgotten something. Perhaps you should bear that in mind. You're just a little bit off, but I'm sure you'll find the answer yourself if you keep looking. Isn't it beautiful, Kawada-san? The sound of your life crumbling apart around you. I take it does not suit your taste. Very well. He was rather fond of the unusual himself. A pity. He? Well then, you can handle the outside investigation and I the internal.
Oh, fuck you, murder pigeon.
Good luck, Kawada-san. Yeah, fucking fuck.
You're
Right.
shaped like a football. I will kick you over that goddamn fence.
Right. Arigato, sensei. He's definitely enjoying himself. What a psycho. What did he mean when he said I was missing something? Or maybe he was just trying to lead me astray. Better not to worry about it for the time being. What were you talking with Kawada about, sensei? Nothing important. I was just giving him a little emotional support and encouragement. I see. That's good, then. I'm sure you remember not to cause any trouble for my students, sensei. Nanaki-sensei? We step outside once more. The great dome remains, blocking out the morning sky. Oh god. Oh god.
Well, considering his other ending.
That's why I'm just saying, oh god.
Yes, yes, yes. Solving five better.
Let's go get a closer look at it. We can't see much from over here. Indeed. Iron, maybe? It's quite firm at any rate. Maybe it is some sort of shelter. My phone's out of range. Maybe this wall is blocking the signal? That seems likely. It sounds thick and dense. Trying to break a hole in it would not be practical. An emergency exit or something? We should check. We still don't know whether or not we are completely sealed in, after all. Right. Let's walk around the perimeter. Doesn't look like there are any doors or anything. Indeed. It appears to be identical all the way around. Do you suppose it is ventilated? I can't say I fancy the prospect of suffocating under this thing without even knowing why it's here. I'd think an emergency shelter would have some sort of airflow built in, yeah? If not, then we're in deep trouble. What are you looking at? Up there. Is that some sort of hatchway? He points upwards. Huh? He's right. About 20 meters up, there's a joint or something of a different color. That does look like it might lead outside. Let's go look. I don't see any sort of latch. Can we open it by hand? Yeah, maybe there's a switch or something somewhere. It does not seem like we can do anything here now. Let us remember its location and return later. I don't like to think about it, but if there really is such a terrible disaster out there that this is the only option, maybe it would be better to leave it shut anyway. Indeed. Let us move on. We still don't know what's going on outside. I've got enough on my mind just thinking about Hyoko, but I'm worried about my family outside too. I hope my mother's okay. Ryota. I suppose we've finished the first stage of the investigation now. We've got a better idea of the situation, I guess. The doctor's working in the lab. The gray dome covers the entire school but for one small hatch. And we can use the maintenance office as a base. Mr. Ono did say... Indeed. He suggested we visit the headmaster's office. Yeah, it's on the first floor. Let's go. Headmaster! Sir! Are you within? We demand entry! Rude even to the headmaster? I wonder if the doctor is the only person in the entire school who he actually respects, which is such a bad idea.
Sophia, we love you, but your priorities, man.
I still
Get better taste.
I still don't understand why it's the doctor. Just because he's world famous? Is that it?
He's like, yeah, maybe. I'm not actually 100% on it, but it's like he is world renowned.
No reply. Let's go in. Wait, Sakuya, that's... It's locked? So, where is that old geezer? Maybe he's pretending to be out so we'll go away? Indeed, he never was the type to walk about the campus. Or perhaps he's locked the door from the inside and plans to stay inside until the siege lets up. Should we wait around? We have no time for such frivolities. We shall enter this room if it means reducing the door to a miserable pile of splinters. Oh my god, Sakuya!
Yes.
A miserable pile of secrets?
Gonna take a page out of Angel's book and break this shit open.
Fuck yeah. It's the headmaster's door. I don't think it'll be easy to break down. Huh. You speak the truth. Let us ask Nanaki if there isn't a key to open it from the outside. We can head back to the... Eh? Oh, cold and air cold.
God damn! Fucking ice cold.
I'm so sorry. I keep munching. Ruining all the investigational mood with my crunching.
Like I haven't been ruining it with dumb jokes. But shit, I should not be laughing about it at a time like this.
Nanda, Kawada. I thought I heard something. I hear nothing. Perhaps you are imagining things. Like something being dragged across the floor. Listen, there it is again, behind... Suddenly, behind us stood a gigantic scarecrow-like creature with a rough burlap sack for a head. Second class. So, when we said horror game, we meant it.
We weren't fucking around.
Nanda! The scarecrow man draws closer, dragging its long, ungainly metallic arm behind it. You know, actually this is the first time I got a better look at this thing. I'm a little busy reading during IGG.
I'm not happy.
Jesus fuck. And I don't know what this is. I have a feeling you know who or what this is.
It's the Scarecrow Man. Look the fuck out, it's gonna get ya.
This... Sakya! Abunai! Its arm slices through the air, smashing the window into tiny shards, which scatter across the hallway floor. Oh, wow, I summoned a Matt through the power of IGG.
Matt, save us, it's the Scarecrow thing.
We're into Hurtful boyfriend now, Matt.
We're fulfilling the promise, but I don't wanna anymore.
Would you like to join us on Skype?
Promises were made to be broken. God damn it, Adele!
God damn it!
God damn it!
God damn it. Aw, that's too bad. It's okay.
Okay, then at least you could sit here and listen to us cry softly.
Basically. We don't know what it is, but apparently it isn't friendly. Sakuya, we have to run!